Welcome to a special episode of Inside the Huddle. We are counting down to Super Bowl 60, of course, on Sunday, the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. And they said, Neil, how do you want to spend your Tuesday morning? I said, I'd like to bob up and down on the San Francisco Bay with a couple of future Hall of Fame defenders, Cam Jordan and Ndamukong Suh. You've just been filming at Alcatraz, Cam. These are the unique opportunities that Super Bowl week throws up, I guess.
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't seen Alcatraz in 18 years. Back when I was at Cal, I used to take like a recruit visit to the city, and then you'd take a ferry on over to Alcatraz. So it's been almost 20 years for me.
Wow. What did you think, Sue?
I loved it. I don't think I've ever been to Alcatraz, and if I had, I was a very little kid with my dad here hanging out in San Francisco, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge as we see right behind us. But it was a very entertaining time to be able to check it out.
What do you like on the water? You all right, bobbing up and down?
Yeah, I'm great.
Good.
I'm in Louisiana now, so I'm in Louisiana now. So like I do inshore, offshore. Like I'm here for
Like
all
swimming with the gators and the
I'm
sharks.
not swimming with nothing. I like being on a boat
There you
above them. Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to even try to add up the career sacks that you two had, but just seeing the two of you together.
That's got to be over 200. 200
I mean,
together?
you're 100 what?
132.
Yeah, we're over 200 for sure.
I love, when I've interviewed you before, Cam, that number comes to you instantly. It means something to you. Each one of those is special to you, isn't it?
I mean, that's like asking you how many
You got
Super Bowls you've
cheat
been
code.
to. You know how many.
16, this one.
Straight cheat code. He's 209-pound DN. Let me play DN one-on-one with some tackles.
Big power.
I know, well, you've always talked about you like sacking Matt Ryan. Any other quarterbacks you always enjoy, or do you treat them all the same?
I mean, I treat them all the same. You know, like the more rapport I have with the quarterback, the closer I feel together. You know, but love sacking Matt Ryan back in the day, and now we're on to whoever the new quarterback's going to be. You know, I know where Kirk Cousins is going to be. I appreciate him. I've sacked him wherever he's gone. So as long as he continues being around, I like that for me.
I guess you don't know where all these quarterbacks are always going to be, though, do you? They start running around a lot more these days, don't they?
A lot more mobile quarterbacks. You know, like at this point, everybody runs a 4.7 or faster.
Yeah.
And then you just got to deal with it. I love that. You know, now it is a mobile standard.
Yeah. Sue, as we navigate these choppy waters,
Yeah.
how do these – see what I did then? I like that. Caught myself in a great line. Just celebrate that for a moment. Let that just sink in for a second. We're all talking about sinking while we're on a boat.
I actually don't want to sink anywhere.
Now we've taken a negative turn. How do the players navigate Super Bowl week? There's a lot that goes on for these players and coaches.
Yeah, now Super Bowl week is one of those things that I would hope that these coaches in this front office got everything out of the way, got the family sorted the week prior, now it being the week of, they're here, they're settled, they've got media day or media night over with last night at Monday, but now they're keying in to a normal week, extra day, have an opportunity to understand, re-go through the game plan, and really start to lock in because that game will be here in no time.
Cam, what's it like for you? Obviously, it's a busy week, various engagements, but is it kind of bittersweet? You've been so close to this game before, and you're standing next to a man who's been in it 3 times.
Yeah, we stole one of those from him.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I've been knocking on the door, you know. And that being said, when I'm not able to play and when I've been able to work the Super Bowl week, it's a major trade-off.
Right.
I'd rather play any day of the week. But that being said, I understand, you know, that's how special it is.
Yeah.
To get into a Super Bowl. I mean, played 15 years, all with the same team, and haven't seen a Super Bowl from them. And for our organization, in 17 years. So it's just like the timing. I'm old enough to know that we've achieved greatness, and young enough to not have achieved it myself.
15 years with the Saints. You had another great season this year. Strong finish with that team. But tell us about your circumstance now, because this is a period of uncertainty, right? Or reflection.
Yeah, for the first time in forever, I'm not under contract, which I've never not been under contract. 15 seasons. I've always signed extensions, always been whatever. Now I'm just taking the right meetings. Okay. You know, I'm in Super Bowl week. I'm on TV some this week. I'm talking to some producers. I'm taking the right meetings to put myself in the right mental space, head space, and of course my physical space has been phenomenal since I was inception. Right. So
all I want to know is,
yeah,
Cam, Neil's been my agent.
Yeah.
Can I be your agent? I've been through free agency. I know what it's like.
You know how to navigate those paths.
I know how to knock down some doors, kick some doors open, get a couple 10-baggers in there. let me be your agent.
Yeah, look, all I know is that I've been rocking with the same team and same agent for 15 years. You know, loyalty run deep.
Yes, for sure.
But for the right amount of money, life can change.
So I guess that's where you were, and this is, you don't have to lift the lid on this personally, but this is the reflection you have to do. Do you go and play for a new team? 15 years with one team has meant a lot to you. That's something I guess you.
Do I come work for Sky Sports? Do I go
Michael,
check out?
hey.
Do I go check out Fox? Do I go check out CBS?
No, you had it right the first time.
Okay, touche. Like, you know, there's all, again, taking all different avenues. There's things that you have to say. What am I okay with? What do I want? I would love another season like this season where you had 10.5 sacks personally.
Yeah.
You know, that puts me in the 140s bracket, and now I'm talking in third person for the rest of my life. I like the idea of that. I win a Super Bowl, and you know that's the cream of the crop. That's like you just walk away knowing that you've accomplished everything. Or you take towards media, and you say, hey, this is a whole new path, and I love venturing into the new.
Yeah. So that's something that Cam thinks and talks about legacy. Is that something you think about? Well, I know I've said to you about the Hall of Fame is going to be in your future, but that's for us to kind of talk about. Do you even think about that?
The Hall of Fame would love to be in that, love for that to be in my future. But I mean, you look at some of the greats that are up for it right now; they're not even getting into.
Yes, exactly, Mr. Belichick.
Bill Belichick, Kraft. I mean, it'd be interesting when Brady comes up, how that turns out. I mean, it makes no sense why some of those pieces haven't come.
Jari Evans, probably the best guard to have played.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's been a semifinalist like 4 or 5 years in a row, which makes you baffling sense when you see some people get in and you're like, huh, these are questions.
15 years, Cam. Do you still enjoy it when you've just put this last season, like you said, over 10 sacks again on Sundays, is it?
Do I enjoy being somebody's nightmare? Absolutely. You talk about choppy waters. I love knocking down quarterbacks and knowing somewhere out there their family is like, ooh.
Right.
He's going to be all right?
Well, that's the mindset, isn't it, Sue? Is that kind of how you played and approached it?
Impose your will.
Yeah.
And let them feel that pain, and then help them up.
No,
they can do it all
no.
I like to help them up.
Why?
Because then you look them in your eyes, and you let that fear sink in a little more.
I'm turning my shoulder on them. Like, yeah, pick yourself up. It's your perfect life.
Fascinating following you two around Alcatraz today. Talking about this game coming up on Sunday, you kind of, Sue just talked about the parts leading up to it, the week, and how you got to deal with that. But you both talked about trying to keep it normal. It's hard to keep a Super Bowl Sunday normal or a big NFC Championship game normal. How did you do that, Cam, and then how did you do it, Sue?
I mean, again, leading up to playoffs, the whole world is going to be like, your families, I'm coming to the game. Cousins, I'm coming to the game. Random fans, I'm coming to the game. That's all outside noise. It's eliminating that, making sure you have a system in place for that. But it's hey, I'm focused on winning.
Right.
If you're not a part of my focus, then right now you're background noise. So you got to make all those distractions background noise.
So
for me it was super easy, especially because I had a great wife at the time. Most of my career was my girlfriend.
Has a great wife.
Good save. Good
Yes,
save.
yes.
Good save, Cam.
I have had.
Sue's sleeping on the floor tonight.
And really, she took care of everything top to bottom. She knew what I wanted, knew what I expected, and I didn't have to worry about tickets, didn't have to worry about those different things. All that sat on her plate so I could go focus on football.
Who do you think is going to win this game, Cam? How do you think it's going to play out on Sunday?
I mean, once the playoffs took off, I looked at two teams on the NFC side, and I was like, they're going to meet at the NFC Championship, and that's going to be the winner of the Super Bowl, and I was right. I didn't know who was going to come out of the Rams-Seattle game because I could see that going either way. Seattle won that. Their special teams was a deciding factor in that, and that's what I assume is going to be the case come Sunday.
Sue, should we save your prediction for the weekend? It's a long way to go yet.
We're gonna save mine.
Yeah. Do you look across the league, Cam, and obviously you had a really good defense in New Orleans again this year, and then teams like Houston, Denver, Seattle, of course, the number one scoring defense in the NFL this season. For so long we were celebrating, certainly in the media, you two wouldn't have been celebrating it, but we were looking at record scoring, record number of points, record number of touchdowns. Have you noticed defenses are saying, hang on a minute, we're not going to let you get away with it and have all that fun? Defenses have risen up, haven't they?
I don't know about the rise up. I've always been biased, I guess, because I was like, man, these are some great defenses playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see Denver where they had a club leading 60-something sacks.
68, yeah.
68. Woo. NFL leading sacks for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And you look at Houston and you say, man, their defense is stifling. You've looked at Seattle and like, all right, like every time you turn around, it's like something good happened on their defense. You looked at the Saints and like, man, for some reason, defense is still in it, still strong. They're like these games are getting closed out by the defense.
Right.
I love to see it. So no, I don't pay attention to record number points and I'm like, all right, well, what about this defense? How are they playing it?
Suh hates all quarterbacks. I just tell you, whenever we're in the studio, I try and build up a quarterback. He's like, nah, it's all about the defense, right, Suh?
Yeah, no question. But ultimately, when you look at it, when you actually want to win that championship, yes, it comes down to great offense and being able to score points, but which defense stood up and stopped that great offense?
Right.
And then there's games like I've been in where it's 10-3.
Right.
And you have whichever defense can make that turnover to get their offensive ball so they can have an opportunity to put up points.
We saw that in the AFC Championship game. The snow came in. Vrabel said, we've got enough points. We're going to run, and punt, and we'll play defense. And he was right. They're in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. I mean, been a part of those games that end up being 9-0. Yeah. And you're like, okay, this is just how the game goes. You have to be able to win. Been on the other side of those games where it's like you lost 13-0. You're like, no, bro, like we've been kicking that. Well, we didn't score.
Yeah.
You can't win if you don't score.
So that's where it comes down to. If you can hold a team to 17 points or less,
you have a high
score
chance
more than 17 points, you got a high possibility of winning the game.
All right, fellas, listen, you were in a very small percentage on this planet of elite NFL defenders, but also you escaped from Alcatraz. So that's something, right?
I mean, I don't know if we're going to consider that an escape or
not on it anymore.
We were easily able to leave. There was no impending force stopping us.
Trying to build the drama.
And if this boat wasn't here, I wasn't going to be swimming. I was going to be hanging out.
If this boat wasn't here, I wouldn't want to bring my breakfast up right now. But we'll leave that there for a second. Thanks to Ndamukong Suh, who'll be part of our coverage on Sunday from 10 o'clock. And the always excellent Cam Jordan. That microphone looks good on you, by the way. I think we should see that in your future.
Yeah, it has always felt like
we could turn up the studio.
There we go.
We could turn the studio up.
And I do like a good trip across the pond.
There we are.
Yeah, not this.
I think October is open. We got 3 games.
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah.
The Saints are playing in Paris.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all coming up.
Special guests.
There we go. All right. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Suh.